Originally, I wanted to tessellate the raven and the dove, but while I was sketching, the devil showed up instead. So today, we might be tessellating devils. Devils used to be God's angels that fell from heaven. They were once good beings, then turned bad and never turned back. If devils are a symbol for evil, then angels will be a symbol for good. Devils used to be good angels, but the reverse is not true. That got me thinking about the origin of evil, because if God created all things good, then where does evil come from? There's this idea put forth by C.S. Lewis saying that evil isn't its own thing. He said, badness is only spoiled goodness, and there must be something good first before it can be spoiled. So, evil isn't exactly the opposite of good, but rather a corruption of it. Just like how perversion isn't the opposite of normal, but a distortion of it. For example, something good like intelligence can breed pride and manipulation. Greed rises and multiplies even in times of abundance. And freedom of choice gives way to human selfishness. With that understanding, God did not create evil. He created good. But He did allow evil and suffering in this world. If He is all benevolent and all-powerful, why did He allow it? I don't know. But I do know how to tessellate. Now for me personally, gathering references of sculptures, paintings, and etchings from various artists is very important, because I have never seen the devil myself. But all of mankind kind of agrees that this red thing with horns and bat-like wings resembles the devil. So let's just go along with it. To start tessellating, we always start with some sort of a grid. And today we will be using the quadrilateral grid. Now that we have our grid to work with, we can start looking for the devil, usually identifiable by its bat-like wings and two horns. So these will be the two things that I'll keep in mind when sketching the silhouette of the devil. Now, reflection symmetry is also a good way to start on the tessellation journey, because reflection is half the work. It is a much easier puzzle to solve, in my opinion. In the initial stage of sketching, I try to keep it as simple and abstract as possible. This keeps the form open-ended, allowing room for interpretation and imagination. It's like finding while drawing. Similar to how MC Escher approached his tessellation, starting with simple geometric shapes that gradually evolve into more complex forms. I always need to go through a few rounds of sketches and refinements before I find what I'm satisfied with. This is part of the process. Sometimes it feels as though like I'm solving a puzzle, and that's exactly what makes tessellation so fun. After finishing my devil design, I decided to turn it into a stamp through printmaking by carving it onto a linoleum block. It's my first time trying this, and it is quite enjoyable, but also frustrating, because once you make a mistake, there's no way to fix it. You have to start all over again on a new linoleum block. Do you also realize that the reversal of a devil wing looks like that of an angel wing? Like Lewis said, evil can't exist without the good. Its very existence depends on it. Now, I don't know why an all-powerful and benevolent God would allow evil or suffering in this world. But in the book of Job, a righteous man goes through multiple undeserved suffering, and he asks God for an answer. God did not explain or justify the reasons behind Job's suffering. Rather, he poses rhetorical questions, highlighting his own sovereignty and the vast gap between man's understanding and God's wisdom. God allows evil to do its work, but at the same time, he is restraining evil. When all you see is the devil all the time, a more powerful God is in control. And where there is wickedness and suffering, justice eventually follows. Not because the world is fair, but because God is just.